Many life events can alter your credit score, and some of those events take significantly longer to recover from than others. In this video, we're going to discuss 7 life events that take a significant toll on your credit score and how long it takes to recover from each of them. CNBC and FICO recently published a study on credit scores and the average time it takes to recover from different financial mishaps. The first thing that they pointed out can affect your credit score is applying for a new credit card. Most of us know this from past experiences. Whenever you apply for a new credit card, you might notice a short drop in your credit score for a short period of time. According to the study, it takes an average of 3 months for your credit score to recover after you've applied for a new credit card. This might not seem like a long time, but when you think about it, that's a quarter of the year that you're waiting for that score to improve. So if you have short-term ambitions that may require a credit check, definitely keep this in mind before you go applying for new credit cards. The second financial mishap that can affect your credit score is maxing out your credit limit. This happens whenever you've maxed out all of the available credit that you have on a certain card. Just like opening up a new credit card, according to the study, this takes about 3 months to recover from and return to your original credit score. Oftentimes, entry cards tend to have a lower credit limit, so definitely keep this in mind if you're new to credit cards. But even if you're a seasoned card churner, this can happen to the best of us. Just make sure you keep an eye on that credit limit. Really quick, if you are new here, I would be so appreciative if you hit that like button. It really motivates me to make more content, and it really does help the channel. Similarly, if you're interested in all things personal finance, you can hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new upload from me. The third life event that might affect your credit score, and this one seems a little counterintuitive, but that is closing a credit account. The main credit reporting bureaus report that it takes about 3 months to recover from closing a credit account. This might involve closing a credit card account or even paying off a student loan and therefore closing out that credit account. The reasoning for this reduction in the credit score is twofold. For one, a key component of your credit score is your credit utilization rate, which is basically a measure of your credit limit across all of your different accounts compared to the amount of credit that you're actually using at that given time. It's recommended that you keep your credit utilization rate below 30% to maintain a good credit score. So to understand why closing a credit card might have an effect on this, let's take a look at an example. Say you have a credit limit of $10,000 across all of your credit cards and you spend an average of $3,000. In this scenario, your credit utilization rate is 30%, which is considered fine. If you then close a credit card that you're not using and that credit card has a credit limit of $2,000, your new total credit limit is going to be $8,000. And now whenever they look at your credit utilization rate, it's going to be higher. Because you're typically spending about $3,000 out of your total credit limit, which is $8,000, this bumps your utilization rate to 37%, which sets off some red flags in their reporting system. The second reason closing a credit card affects your credit score is that it often reduces the age of credit that you have. Credit agencies like to see that you've been responsible with your credit for a long period of time. So whenever you close a credit card down that you've been using for a while, this is going to affect that total age of credit and bring that down. But like I said, closing down a credit card typically only drops your score for about 3 months. So you can recover from this relatively quickly. The fourth thing that could affect your credit score is a late mortgage payment. Now this study calls out a late payment as either missing a payment or being late within 30 to 90 days. The report states that it takes an average of 9 months to recover fully from this. So when you think about it, being late on that mortgage payment just for 30 days can set back your credit score by 270 days. So this is definitely something important that you really shouldn't miss. The fifth thing that can tank your credit score is if you actually miss or default on a mortgage payment. And even if this is just a single occurrence, it can take you about 1.5 years to recover fully from this in regards to your credit score. So obviously it's very important not to miss one of these mortgage payments because it's going to take you 18 months to recover fully from this and get back to where it was pre-incident. The sixth financial mishap is a really serious one and is going to have a really long-lasting effect on your credit score. And this is if you have to foreclose your home. In this case, your credit score is going to take about 36 months to come back back from this. I know that if you're forced to foreclose your home, you've most likely already fallen on hard times. So this 3-year credit score hit can really feel like adding insult to injury here. But these financial missteps are definitely important to keep in mind as you continue on your financial journey. The 7th life event that can seriously affect your credit score is filing for bankruptcy. Now, I'm not a bankruptcy lawyer, and I know that there are so many different variables that go into filing for bankruptcy. And if you're an Office fan like me, you probably know from Michael Scott that there's a lot more that goes into filing for bankruptcy than just declaring it. But according to this study, it typically takes a minimum of 6 years to recover your credit score back to where it was pre-bankruptcy, which can feel like an astronomical amount of time. So it goes without saying, but filing for bankruptcy should be avoided at all costs. So those are 7 different scenarios that will temporarily drop your credit score. It's important to note that in this study, they used reference points that had fair and sometimes poor credit. I've linked the CNBC and FICO study down below if you're interested in reading more about this. Otherwise, please hit that like button if you found this video useful, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.